Now, amid speculation on whether India would be hosting or being a part of the Asia Cup, the BCCI has now made it very clear that there's been no discussion just yet on the Asia Cup. BCCI saying that all reports suggesting that we're boycotting the Asia Cup at this point is imaginary because so far there's been no discussion on it. It hasn't been ruled out by the Indian Cricket Board, but what the message is, what they're essentially saying is that we haven't discussed it just yet. Remember that Asia Cup 2025, India are the hosts of. So there's a big question mark in light of what's been happening between India and Pakistan on whether we choose to host it and also whether we'll even be a part of it. Nikhil Naz is joining us with more on this. Nikhil, what are your sources in the BCCI telling you about the possibility of us still hosting the Asia Cup?
Akshita, I understand where this official statement comes from because I believe there is going to be a formal meeting wherein the BCCI will then come with an official version around the month of August is where they're looking at. At the moment, they have their hands full with trying to finish the IPL that had been stopped midway. Having said that, what I'm picking up, there is no smoke without fire. And these informal discussions did take place when it comes to the future of Asia Cup and whether India will participate in the Asia Cup or not. And those discussions came up when you were trying to find a way to organize the rest of the IPL. Remember, when IPL was first decided to be suspended, there were talks of having the IPL around the time when Asia Cup was to happen around September. So that's the window that BCCI was looking at, which in turn tells you that there was this thought process or there is an inkling there within the BCCI that they may not be participating in the Asia Cup. In fact, Akshita, just to remind our viewers that Mr. Sunil Gavaskar, former India captain, and we call him the voice of cricket, had in fact said on India Today itself that as things stand right now, you cannot be playing any sort of cricket with Pakistan. And in a scenario like that, even if India has to pull out of the Asia Cup, they should. If Asia Cup wants to continue without India, let that be. Let India then organize a tri-series or a quadrangular series with other countries and leave Pakistan aside. Remember, majority of the money that comes in to the Asia Cup comes from the Indian quarters, whether it is through television rights or through sponsorship. In fact, the television rights valued at 170 million all comes from India. India pulling out is going to be a major jolt to the Asia Cup. As of now, what I'm picking up, yes, there's no official statement. That will only come once the meeting is done. But BCCI is thinking on those lines.
Now, let's see what happens. And we will, of course, track the latest that comes in from the BCCI. Thanks for the moment, Nikhil, for joining us with those details.